pretty much balanced. Not that much damage. And Bailey is still one with the air. Yes, you are still one with the...
Today is fine day in California. Huh? Choose.
Indeed, today is Friday. Hello everybody, I'm here and I'm back, and this is another day with the first playthrough of Dead Space. Yesterday we have managed to complete a lot of the game. We've managed to get through the crew deck, and we managed to finally craft the key, the master key, that we need to now use on specific doors that we are going to use. We're gonna go to the mining station and we're gonna open the door over there. So yeah, hey Dodger, hope you're doing well. I'm just gonna launch the game. And let's get to it. Let's get to the spaces of deads, or deads of spaces. I look happy? Wouldn't say that. I am tired. That's what I am. I am 100% tired. Today was a very busy day. Like really busy. I'll say I'm so tired that I know for a fact that even tea is not really gonna like pick me up that much. The only thing that I really want to do is to basically to you know, finish the game and take the rest of the day off, because I'm legitimately tired. Let's continue on with the game. So yeah, like it was said, now we are looking for the master doors. What was the name of that thing? Dead Space Remake Master Override. Yeah, how to get that. Yeah, I don't need... Oh my god. It was not on Polygon. Okay, cookies. Sure, why not? I had a website yesterday for this thing, and now it's all of a sudden gone. I hate that. Maybe it's on the second page on Google. You know, when you look for the second page on Google, you already know there's something wrong going on. Because I'm pretty sure that I did not look for that on Polygon. Then again, it might be on Polygon. Hold up. Hold up. But yeah, I've been through. Yeah, that was on Polygon. Okay. I've been through today. I went to a barber shop. I trimmed my beard finally and my mustache. A long due thing. Go through mining operations and you'll find 2 storage room. Mining operations. Was it preparation? Lol. That was worth it. Okay, I'm gonna try to go through every through every floor to figure out where's that door. Well, yeah, the plan for today is to simply get in and finish the game. I might also need to find a different guide for this. Because it says, according to the guide, it says go through preparation, but there's nothing. I went through preparation stuff and couldn't find a damn thing. Yeah, it's definitely not here. Let me load the game. I need the latest possible save. 2003. 2015. Yeah, I think I'm gonna look for a different guide because this one just says go through preparation. There's nothing in preparation. I know there's one in mining though, and that's a guaranteed. And that's the tram station. Through my operations you'll find, yeah. Yeah, this guide is useless. Gonna try to find a different one. Let's try the rock paper shotgun guide. Yeah, that's not rig, engineering. Okay, so engineering will be first. From the engine control room, head through the preparation room towards the machine shop. I wish that those things had pictures. Honestly, just pictures on the map. That would be great. You know, just show me on the map, and then problem just would solve itself. Oh, never mind. There's the one. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm not stupid. I'm tired. Healing. Healing. More healing.
Logging security card.
Weapon upgrade? What's this? Contact beam upgrade. Okay. And that would be the first door. So the polygon guide is not wrong.
Back.
Sodium with tier 1 for 15 months. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Maybe the polygon guide is not really that bad. Hold up. Okay, so that was mining one. Yeah, I missed the bridge. Bridge Master Override. The Master Override door. The Master Override door on the bridge. Floor 5 in the water purification? Elevator closest to the front of the ship in the main atrium. The door to the water purification storage is immediately to your right at the top. Okay, main atrium at the bridge. So let's start with that. Hope I do well, sodium.
Bridge.
Bridge.
Now arriving at the bridge.
Okay, so main... God damn it, stuttering. Hey, Crypto. Doing alright. Had a busy day. I'm pretty tired because of that. But besides that, the game is going fantastic. That's a whole storage. That's not really gonna help me. I need to... According to the guide, I need to go to the atrium. Which chapter? I think I'm still in chapter 10. I'm doing alright, just tired. That's a crew deck. On chapter 10, and I'm pretty sure I'm very close to the end of the game, but because I have unlocked the master override security thingy, I have decided to basically go for it. Which difficulty? Easy, because it's my first playthrough. It's my very first playthrough of this remake, so I decided to go on easy, but I'm gonna do playthrough on medium and a hard as well. Water purification extension hull. Apparently it's through here. I'm playing the like I said, first playthrough of this game, always on easy. Gonna try hardcore. I don't know if there's a hardcore difficulty. I know there's impossible difficulty, which seems to me more to be a challenge playthrough more than a like a challenge playthrough more than anything else.
Security card.
And when it comes to challenge playthroughs, I need to simply have a little bit more motivation than that. Oh, pulse rifle upgrade. Just a little bit more motivation. And by motivation I mean basically I cannot be tired, that's for sure. I cannot be tired like I am today. And also I need to be motivated myself to do stuff like that. And by that I quite clearly mean I just need to have will to do such stuff. Also, I don't know what kind of rules impossible difficulty has. If the impossible difficulty only gonna implement like additional enemy damage and I don't know, less ammunition, less credits, then yeah, maybe I'm gonna try, but I don't know. I just don't know what kind of rules have impossible difficulty implemented in the remake. Oh my. What's the special 3? Grenades yield much larger blast radius. That sounds good. That actually sounds pretty good. That means there's still one suit somewhere. I'm not gonna upgrade the second one because I first want to generate all the upgrades. Guild is tier 1 for 19 months. Thank you very much. My first playthrough I did on medium, plasma cutter, and contact beam as my only weapons. I have noticed that the contact beam is very powerful, and I mean very powerful. It's really, really good now. It was good before. Don't get me wrong, I believe that the contact beam in the original Dead Space was already pretty damn good. But they somehow managed to make it even better. I mean, yeah. That's probably what it is. The last suit is on the last game. Yeah, I can sell that. For the first playthrough, I'm only planning to do pulse rifle, plasma stuff only. Plasma pistol, plasma cutter. Ripper in this game is also pretty damn good. If you, I don't know if there's an upgrade for the Ripper as in range upgrade. As in, not the range, but the size of like the area of effect of the rotating blade. If that's available, then yeah. Favorite moment so far? The entire goddamn game. This entire game is very good. Don't really have... I think... Okay. I think the area that have so far... the thing that have actually impressed me so far was the fact that they utilized Leviathan 2 times instead of only doing it once. Like in the original Dead Space, there's no way of knowing that the thing that's sticking to the antenna to the communication system is the Leviathan. It was only a freaking head crab with tentacles. In this game, they're actually saying, yes, that's the same thing. It just detached itself from the food storage and attached itself to the communication systems. And you get back and you go out and you kill that thing with probably one of the best fights in the entire freaking game. I was actually very impressed with that they not only utilized Leviathan better, but they also just... I'm just gonna say this much. Dead Space got itself a Resident Evil 1 remake. That's all there is to say. Okay, where's the next one? That was the mining deck, and I already got it. Hydroponics Master Override. Creating hydroponics is actually closer to mining from mining tram station. Take elevator up to hydroponics. Okay, so I need to go... It says it's closer from the mining. Okay.
Mining engineering.
Yep. I mean... The game from 2008, it needed a technical upgrade to like... Seriously, the original could only run on 30 FPS on PC. Sodium with the gifted tier 1 sub to Crypto. Thank you very much, Sodium. Crypto, enjoy the ad reviewing and all the benefits. Hope you're doing well, Gildis. Also, thank you for the sub. And the hype train is a close. 1 minute till hype train is gonna start.
Now
Woohoo!
arriving at mining engineering.
Well,
Ship
it's not
station
really
when
gonna start.
departing.
It's not really gonna start. To start the hype train, people more people need to subscribe. That's how it works, because Twitch is weird that way. Honestly, I'm not gonna try Hogwarts. It's simply a game that doesn't interest me. It is just not something that I would be interested in. Don't have anything against it, but it is not something that I would play. You alright? Good to hear that. Take the elevator up to hydroponics. When the door opens, you'll be facing the crate just a little down the hall. A crate. A crate. Oh, yeah. Okay, there it is.
Logging security card.
Line gun. Okay, let's get back to the tram. Actually, let's check where's the next one. Engineering, mining, engineering. From engineering. Okay. I don't really mind Harry Potter as a creation in itself. I was interested in like maybe first 3 books and a couple movies that we watched with the class when I was in elementary school. But I don't feel it. I just don't feel that. Don't feel that stuff at all. Okay, so this is the engineering parts. Hand the controller into the preparation. You sure this is the one? Also, from the other things, I am not into MMOs anymore, and I think that game is an MMO. And I'm already in such stage of gaming in which MMOs, I simply don't have time and money for MMOs. The game is currently one of the most popular games of all time, and I'm not surprised. Down the stairs to the machine shop. The machine shop should be somewhere over here, and I think I see the crate.
Logging security card.
That's another power node. Yep, there we go. There are 2 more power nodes. But okay, I'm gonna invest 1 in capacity. I used to play MMOs, and I found them fun, and the one MMO that I have played for the longest time was Warframe, and it was really good. And I mean, it was really good. But, you know, after 8 years, I simply decided to be like, I don't find any attraction in this. Don't hate the game, but I cannot play it. I cannot play it anymore, so I don't play it. I guess he needed to get the point. Yeah, you can take that too. Give me that money. Yeah, the zero G is actually pretty good. I mean, pretty much a lot of mechanisms that were properly done in Dead Space 2, they implemented in Dead Space 1, plus graphical improvements, plus story improvements, and you have pretty much yourself a recipe for one of the best remakes of all time. Like, actual one of the best remakes. Okay, so... Crew quarters. Crew quarters. Which after you unlock elevator with the crew deck key during chapter 10. Well, I am currently over here, so yeah. Crew quarters. Why does it tell? Oh my god. Okay, never mind. Yep. Once the elevator is running, take it down to floor 1, following the main mission path. And the central nexus. After trip to the standard quarters, deluxe quarters. I need to get to the deluxe bathroom, deluxe shift bunks. Okay, so the crew deck. The crew deck was at the bridge. Was it the cargo lift that I hit? Yeah, I had to use the cargo lift. Yeah, RuneScape was one of the classics, but I never played RuneScape. I only have played several MMOs in my life. A lot of them I got tired of them after playing for like a week or a month. And I just couldn't stand them anymore. Because I have realized how big of a time vampire MMOs are. It's just a continuous grind. Someone tells me I should not be here.
Entering vacuum.
Yep, I definitely should not be here.
Exiting vacuum.
Reach the evacuation. Actually, I can just go like this. Just follow the map. I wish that the all the master key stuff was, at least on the first run, was marked as a side quest. Because I'm not sure how it works in New Game Plus, if you keep all the keys or not. But I would love for it to be like, you know, the first time you play, we're gonna show you all the lockers, we're gonna show you all the star doors thingies. Okay, so the crew deck was on the bridge, so I'm gonna go there right now.
Bridge.
Bridge. The only thing that I need to get straight, which is something that can be very easy Googled, is what is, you know... Oh, we're gonna get stuck over here for a second. Yep, he dead. Anyway, I want to know if the EA is only a publisher. Because if EA is publisher, then all hail the developers. Because, yeah. Because I have made that mistake quite a lot. I'm celebrating the publishers, but not celebrating the developers of the remake. Motive was a developer, so yeah. But knowing life, it's another developer studio created by EA that's gonna get close in like a year or two and merged again to the main studio. I mean, we all know EA, okay? We all know EA. They will do that. Well, maybe they will not. We'll see. Because, you know, when you see a situation in which Electronic Arts suddenly starts making single-player games, and those single-player games are actually good, then, well, you know. There is hope. There is hope. I mean, they started first with making the Star Wars Fallen Order, a game that I have not played yet. Now they are releasing a second game in that direction. Yeah, no microtransactions, and I love that they don't have that shit in this game. Like, microtransactions are just fucking awful. That crew deck? Crew deck, okay. So you need to go to deluxe stuff. Yes, the deluxe stuff. For the deluxe people. News. That's a tram tunnel. I think I have to go through the tram tunnel. Yeah. Don't have microtransactions in single-player games. Dead Space 3, which is a cursed title. And should not be ever mentioned again. Yeah, I actually have bought the deluxe version of this game. And I have all the suits. Gonna probably use them sometime in the future. Don't know when. One of these days, definitely. When I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm playing this game on hard difficulty for like 5th time. Let's use some of the bonus costumes. That kind of deal. That's a zero-G gym. Central Nexus. Okay, so I'm going the right way. It not only pissed you off, it pissed a lot of people off. It seems like there has been some change of heart in the EA. It almost tell me something, because I mean, you guys can tell me something. Is the same guy still a CEO of the EA? Did he decide to quit by any chance? Okay, so take it down to floor 1. Still the same? What? The stutters. They really need to fix those stutters. So I'm looking for the deluxe quarters. That's a mess hall. Shuttle. Also shuttles. I guess I need to go through that. Because that's common areas. Unless... No, I have entered through common areas. Hold up a second. Way to the deluxe quarters. I mean... I've been through... Huh? It cannot be a shuttle. I'm gonna try the mess hall. Because I don't think there's an elevator to the deluxe section, isn't there? Hold up. No, there is an elevator, right here. You know what, guys? I'm actually afraid of something. I truly hope that this is not the way of the EA to sneakily gain our trust with quality products and then just absolutely ruin it. I really hope it is not. Okay, deluxe quarters, yes. Deluxe quarters. More deluxe quarters. Well, I guess we're gonna have to go through all of them. Though I have read the guide and it said there was something with the... I think it's this one.
Logging security card.
Weapon upgrade. Flamethrower. We're gonna add a camshaft to the flamethrower. Yeah, because that totally... Like, are we making a freaking diesel engine? Are we making the freaking VTEC? What are we making over here, video game, huh? That's right, with the laser sight. Every weapon has a laser sight. Every single one of them. Okay, let me take a look at the guide again. First find the battery. Next to deluxe bathrooms. Shift bunks. Master override crate. High pressure nozzle flamethrower. Okay, so we already have the thing. Just after that, we will head into the executive quarters. I'm looking for a room of Lieutenant Commander Holt. It looks quiet. Deluxe bunks. Everyone has a flamer, come to think about it. At Central Nexus, I'm looking for executive things. Deluxe, everything's deluxe. I think I need to go through the back to the main room. Maybe that's the executive rooms. Might as well I can save the game too. I'm not taking any risks. With the stutters and the one time that this game actually crashed on me, I'd rather be safe than sorry. Yep, that's the executive quarters. Lieutenant Commander Worf. I kinda wish they called him Lieutenant Commander Worf. For some reason I would think it would be funny. A slight nudge to Star Trek. That's Dr. D. White. Bathrooms. Second officer. Halt.
Logging security card.
Gold semiconductor, and that's it. Okay, so that was the executive. Gold semiconductor, yep. Cargo bay. That's chapter 11. Okay, so now I can follow with the main game. Because it's now chapter 11, chapter 12. To get the master permanent, but then again, I may not have to pay attention. To get the master thing, you need to start the quest. The quest starts automatically. And basically it's a side quest that tells you, hey, you need to find all the rigs and combine them all together. And then when you combine them all together, you can go around the ship and basically explore it and get whatever you need. Yeah, now I only need to find the workbench. Yeah, at a certain point I was like, okay, the shuttle stuff. If I'm gonna get to the shuttle, that means I'm gonna move down to Aegis 7, back down to the planet. If I'm gonna move to the planet, I'm not gonna be able to look for those crates. So at a certain point I was like, yeah, let's just start looking for the crates. But I was way too tired of like 6-7 hours of streaming again. And I just decided to leave it for today, and I have no regrets for leaving this for today. Yeah, I don't even know what that game is. That sounds to me like another massive multiplayer. And sad to say I have, like, very little interest. Survival horror. Okay, survival horrors are actually up my alley. I'm gonna have to take a look at it. Oh, wait a second. Isn't this the regenerator? Yeah, we are going for the regenerator boss fight. Game is giving me all the money in the world. All the money in the world. But no ammunition. Then again, let's be honest, I don't really need ammunition. Because that thing is on standby. I guess I really need to get to the shuttle. I'm gonna see if this game follows the same solution for the big guy or the regenerator as in the original Dead Space. Alright, let's get on the ship. Yeah, I'm doing good.
Singularity core replaced. Test fire shuttle engines to complete hardware installation.
I'm going to assume that it's gonna be the same deal. So I'm just gonna get my butt cheeks ready. I'm actually quite conflicted about the Hammond's death. Because on one side it actually shows how big of an extension that the marker has, right? On the human beings, everybody who is on the Yoshimura. That basically he got fallen for it. In Dead Space 1, he got absolutely crushed to bits in front of our eyes by a tanky boy. In Dead Space, in the remake, he actually wakes up and he sacrifices himself so he can destroy the monster, so we can do the thing. So it's like both are good, and I think it's only a matter of preference who thinks which one is better. If you prefer a more gory way of dying, then yeah, the Dead Space original. But if you prefer more sacrificial, more heroic ending for this character, Dead Space Remake. I honestly think that both of them are good. Yeah, I'm just gonna slow him down like this. Yeah, he's gonna wake up from that soon PM. Could do better. I'm way too tired. And the third tentacle. Okay, so this is why they moved the third tentacle.
Bring convergence! Make us whole!
Get fucked, Mercer. Get fucked, Mercer. Okay, now it's my time to not get fucked. Ow. Yeah, it's impossible to aim with that camera angle, you know.
Do you read me? Mr. Clark? Mr. Clark, come in.
Fuck this ship.
You're alive. Altman beat me.
Fuck Altman too. Kendra?
I'm here, but every alert on the Ishimura is screaming. Critical damage to internal systems. The marker just ripped right through the ship. Something pulled it down to the cargo bay.
Kind, pilot the shuttle to the hangar. I'm going after the marker.
Of course. Amelia, quickly.
Wait, Dr. Kine. That guy's lost it. He killed the captain. We can't trust him near the marker.
He says returning it to the planet is the only way to end this. We've got to try. I'm heading to cargo. You ping Nicole's rig and tell her where to go.
Leave it to me.
Thanks. When I get the marker, we're all getting out of here.
So the Russell Crowe is dead. Good. Okay, so I think the door, I'm still need to look for the door. Because it's chapter 11, I don't think I'm gonna need the guide for the master key anymore.
Flight deck tram control.
Mr. Clark, we're approaching the hangar bay. We'll meet you there with the marker.
Now arriving at flight deck tram control.
Yes, Amelia, soon. We'll send the hive mind back into the darkness.
So glad you gave that guy our only escape shuttle. Shit, Isaac. Those things you've killed, their biomass is pulled down in the cargo bay. It's recombined itself into... Well, it's something huge, and the marker's embedded right in the middle. How the hell do we do this?
I've got the Ishimura's cargo cranes. They can move half a bay of mining gear, no problem. If whatever's down there wants to wrestle for the marker, I'm in.
Override the safeties, and yes, it might work. But hurry. We're losing critical systems fast.
Do I have anything to sell by any chance? No, but I could find a workbench. That would be good.
Danger. Containment field approaching maximum capacity.
Okay, I did not knew that baby is like right behind me. I think that Mercer's death could be just a little bit gory. So I really want to see Mercer die in like a horrible pain. Oh yeah, Marcus is right there. And I can already see what the deal is. It's gonna be protrusion stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna sacrifice one for this, and that's a max up pulse rifle, and I'm gonna go for the capacity. Because the weighted blades, don't feel like it, honestly. It's just a melee thing. Honestly, fuck it. It's just wasted. Well, wasted. Don't really have the level 6 suit, so... Or level 5. There are a lot of them, to say the least. There were a lot.
Emergency. All personnel proceed to your designated safe zone immediately.
There's always... I have found the bank? Hold up a second. That's an actual ping. And I managed to find in the first playthrough. Is this something that I never done in the originals? But I couldn't find it here. Oh, that's a nice thing. I think that on this ship was like at least 100 people. Over 1,000, yeah. I also like how they upgraded the drop rotation in this game. You actually never get random ammunition anymore. At least on this difficulty, you never get random ammunition. You only get ammunition for the weapon that you are using and stuff that you need because you need it. Not because loot tables exist. Then again, knowing life on hard difficulty, I'm gonna get more randomized ammunition as I go along. And I'm totally fine with that.
Clearance confirmed.
Because on higher difficulties, I'm gonna use more random, more weapons. More different weapons. Not just pulse gun and plasma cutter. Don't know which two weapons I'm gonna use on top of what I have. All the weapons seems to be pretty well upgraded. I think I'm gonna use line gun. Because line gun can basically cut off the limbs from the enemies.
Login security card.
What's this? Force gun upgrade. Okay. That is a good question. I think that Dead Space 2 is going to get a remake. If this game is gonna do very, very good. In my opinion, Dead Space 2 does not... In my personal opinion, the only thing that Dead Space 2 needs is just a patch. Remaster, if you will. Engage the cargo crane. In my opinion, the only thing Dead Space 2 needs to be good is just unlock it to 60 FPS, and that's it.
Cargo loader activated. Warning. Shipment 782 is misaligned. Retrieval may be delayed.
And I mean it, like, just give it a 60 FPS, change the lighting, don't change the voice acting because, you know, don't change something that already works.
Warning. Cable stress is beyond safe operating limits. Crane malfunction imminent. Loading shipment 782. Beginning retrieval.
Oh, so the retrieval of the marker is automated. Well, I don't mind that.
Access bridge is obstructing transfer. Caution. Access bridge is obstructing transfer.
I don't know how they can improve Dead Space 2. Dead Space 2 is like...
Access bridge is obstructing transfer.
a almost perfect Dead Space game, because to me this is now a perfect Dead Space game. Out of the older games, this one is currently the best. Like, not even a question.
Access bridge is obstructing transfer.
It's not even a question. I don't know if there's anything else to be said. Nope, 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 nope. Ow.
Access bridge is obstructing transfer.
There are several hundred other things that are actually obstructing my way. Called necromorphs.
Caution. Access bridge is obstructing transfer.
This in VR? Ho 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 ho.
I'm reading a cargo
Don't try to give EA any ideas.
On our way.
Kind? Your flight path goes by airlock 19. I can get there from the computer core.
A pickup. Yes, we'll be there.
Can you make it to the airlock alone?
No movement on the cameras. I'm just gonna run for it. Wish me luck.
Like, don't try to give EA too many good ideas. Yes, it would be even scarier. In VR, it would be such a great title. Like, it is a genuinely great idea to do.
Emergency. Deck evacuation protocols are in effect.
Okay, let me get that additional power node. Just making sure that I have upgraded everything. Yep. Yep. I can now keep the other things for the level 6 suit. That's gonna be New Game Plus. Honestly, I never played on VR. I don't own a VR.
Emergency. All personnel proceed to your designated safe zone immediately.
Probably never will, because it's too expensive.
Emergency. All personnel proceed to your
And
designated
the
safe
room
zone immediately.
from which I'm streaming
Someone
is
get my
just
brother.
impossible.
On the monitor, he's right by the airlock.
Don't let this place get to you. Kendra, we're out of time.
He's not there. I can make it if I run.
Yeah, I don't have enough room in where I'm streaming. So sadly, that would be impossible. No matter how much I would love to try a VR headset. Also, I'm not sure if VR headsets are actually prepared for people with inborn eye defect that I have, which is astigmatism. Also, I don't know how I would deal with. I don't know how I would deal with the motion sickness.
Hazardous anomaly detected. Quarantine activated. Quarantine lifted.
It better be. But VR don't fall the quest for the quest trap. Honestly, like I said, I don't have enough room where I live to even remotely think about VR systems. I just don't have it.
Mr. Clark, your colleague's safely on board.
My name is Kendra Daniels. Stand by, Isaac. He's bringing the shuttle in now. Isaac, we can't run the automated loading controls. Must be the damage to the ship.
We're losing time. The hive mind is down there.
Kind, relax. I'll turn off the gravity in the hangar, then I can load the marker by hand.
All right. No, don't worry, Amelia. They understand.
Jesus.
Okay, I want to take a screenshot of this thing, of the shuttle, because I have a chance, so... Here we go. Again, this game is perfect for screenshots because the AI, no, not the AI, the UI is so freaking minimalistic. You can just toss a screenshot every 5 minutes. That's the hangar bay, isn't it? Yep, that's the only door I can technically use, so I don't know why I'm spamming this. It's a gravity control. Is there anything behind? Nope. Nope, nope, nope.
Entering zero gravity.
Yeah, those are controls that I have kinda touched upon earlier, like pretty much very, very earlier in the game. Should not probably do that like at all. Because this is where the cargo is. Okay, I see power cube. That means that this power cube is gonna be used somewhere on something. I'm gonna leave it over here. But it's definitely gonna be used on something. I don't know where the plug is, so I don't see it from here. But they don't give you a cube like this out of nowhere, like for no reason. Power lines? Something with the red. I mean, those are blue power lines. That would mean that everything's working. Wait, I don't move it myself? I guess I don't. Yep, we are not moving it anymore. It's a shame. Because I really enjoyed moving the things by this thing by myself. Yep, just get yourself ready. And bye. Or not.
There it is. The marker.
The safeties are still on. I need to restore gravity before we can load it.
Hurry, please.
I think I see an item over there. Yes, I must say that that attention to detail when you actually destroy the skin, go through the flesh tissue, and you see it all getting pulled off. It's for a horror game, that's a cream of the crop. That's what you're looking for.
Exiting zero gravity.
It's on board. Come, quickly.
Go open the hatch for him.
Yeah. Dead Space 1. This is where Kendra betrays us in original. How are they going to deal with that right now? Is it still gonna be a silent shot from? Yep, it's still gonna be a shot from.
Sorry, Isaac. I couldn't trust him with the marker.
Kendra, what are you doing?
What my department sent me here to do. Even if the Valor couldn't help me out like I wanted.
Department? Who are you?
I work for EarthGov, cleaning up a very, very old mess. I told you and him in the Aegis 7 was off limits. The planet was one big government experiment. The marker, this divine artifact, it was built by human hands.
That's impossible. It's an alien world. The miners dug up the fucking thing.
After it was planted here a few hundred years ago. Even Kai didn't pick up on that. They found the first marker in some crater on Earth. That one. That was real. Alien. Enough to inspire unitology. Our people studied it and reverse engineered this red marker. But they needed somewhere to test it.
Aegis 7.
You've seen the result. The stuff of nightmares. I thought the old reports were just hysteria. Until I saw what I saw. They sealed off the whole system, buried the records nice and clean. Until CEC got greedy. Those idiots tore Aegis 7 apart and woke up with the old research team left behind.
So EarthGov sent you to sweep it all under the rug. Damn it, we have to return the marker. If anyone else stumbles across Aegis 7...
It was disappeared once. We can do it again. I've seen how the marker fucks with your head. It must be contained.
And I will agree with that, but
For what it's worth, we made a great team. You'll find another way off the Ishimura. I mean, you're one hell of an engineer.
Your experiment's gonna kill us all! Daniels!
she cannot do it alone. But honestly, I think they did Daniels better in this game.
It was all for nothing.
I think Daniels in this game is just better. Yeah, I know this is the thing. I'm gonna do that in a second.
Isaac, come in, it's Nicole.
Where are you?
In the flight control room. Please, you have to come up here now. There's still a way out for us, but we don't have much time.
Yeah, Daniels is better here. At least she's not, you know, that snotty engineer. I think, I think I might be locked away. I think I might be locked away from this one. Oh, so it's basically part of progression. Okay. If it's just a part of progression, then I'm okay, fine with that.
Emergency. Internal hull breaches detected.
There you are.
Thank God you're here. The ship's coming apart. I saw what you've been through. Your investigation, Mercer. What happened with us?
We don't have to talk about it.
I need you to know I'm sorry about everything.
It's okay, Isaac. You know I forgive you. I love you.
Oh, good, but
Still hope. You can recall the shuttle and remote pilot it from here. Bring back the marker and we can return it to Aegis 7. You can make us whole again.
I just want to make things right.
Then let's do it together.
Recalling shuttle USG-09. Prepping remote docking procedures.
Damn it, Isaac. You don't know what you're doing.
I know. I'm finally doing the smart thing.
You fucking kidding me? Shit!
Warning. Escape pod launch detected from shuttle USG-09.
Escape pod. Damn! We lost her.
Or
It
did
doesn't
we?
matter. She can't escape her fate. But who can? Here it comes. Isaac?
I know. Ishimura's finished. If we get on that shuttle, there's no going back.
Leave no regrets. Go. I'll reprogram the shuttle with our flight path to Aegis 7 and join you on board.
Well, I would say
We'll be
that
waiting.
Never again?
I would say when it comes to the face of Isaac, they basically took the gunner's right face and they decided to digitize it and add a little bit of, you know, its own thing. They basically decided to digitize gunner right. The thing is, for some reason, in this game, when you look at him, he looks like freaking Adam Sandler. Why? Like, there's a similarity between the Isaac Clarke and the Gunner Wright, which is the same voice actor. But god damn it, man. I can't wait for the mod that brings the Isaac from Dead Space 2, the the face of Isaac from Dead Space 2 or 3 into Dead Space 1. In my opinion, Nicole doesn't look good in neither game. It's gonna be a hard take, but it's gonna be a take, but it's gonna be a take. Yep. And I'm gonna repeat it that it's gonna be a take for like 5 times until I'm gonna create a proper sentence. What I'm basically trying to say.
Containment field approaching maximum capacity.
Like, don't get me wrong, she looks feminine, but in Dead Space 1, she looks like an alien grey. She looks like a goddamn alien grey in Dead Space. Yeah, I don't think I can do that anymore. I think I did not do that thingy. In Dead Space 1, she looks like alien grey. In Dead Space 2, she's looking like she's being at age of 45 under 2 facelifts. And in this game, she looks like a square. So she does her job properly. Point of no return. Wow, so there is a point of no return in this game. You can complete the side quest now. That's actually a nice thing to see. Yeah, I don't think there's a point, any point of me staying on the ship anyway. I cannot activate that cube. You're gonna activate on New Game Plus. I just need to remember to do that because we pretty much have done every single other thing. I honestly wanted the one of the Queen songs to play in the background. Cause I'm having a good time.
Steady.
I'm good.
Are you afraid, Isaac?
No. With you, I can handle anything.
One more ride together, then. This all began in the core of the planet.
Daniel said EarthGov built the marker. Some experiment they abandoned hundreds of years ago.
If you're not ready, the miracle must be as terrifying as a nightmare. The planet is restless, hungry. It'll try to eat us alive.
Well, they can try.
If the marker will put things back the way they were, we will be whole again.
Or sense of blackout. Yeah, while you're driving a shuttle. To me, actually blacking out happens quite a lot of time. For some reason. Like, especially when I play driving games. I don't know why I tend to black out. Well, that's the end of this chapter. Last chapter, the Dead Space. Ooh.
Isaac, now's our chance.
Nicole?
You can upload the marker from the console. Come on.
Come on. Do it.
Gravity tethers on the Ishimura are failing. Tectonic load. We don't have long before all that rock falls. How do we do this?
We return the marker to its pedestal. The loading track leads directly to the excavation site. It'll work. The hive mind will obey. We'll be home again. Come on, we need to hurry.
Why did you... Eh? According to the game, I need to go over there. Yeah, that's where the cube is gonna go.
You guide the marker, Isaac. I'll help in the control room.
Okay, bye. I do remember this. Yeah, I'm not giving the Resurrectors any chance. In the original, the Resurrectors were like on the windows over here, and you could pretty much see them once you open the server room. Text log. Oh boy, UncleLander being tired and now reading. I don't approve of that. I don't appreciate it. I think it's a bullying tactic. All right, I'm gonna sell the peng. Peng costs 30,000, an oddly intriguing artifact from the past. Sell at the store for credits. Money. And I think I already have enough money and healing items to do whatever the hell I want. Knowing life, the game is all gonna give me another healing item right before the final boss fight, because why not? Alright, text log. Retrieval order. PCSI retrieval order from Captain B. Matthias. Retrieve victims of Union Square mass suicide from Aegis 7. Bodies are to be transported to USG Ishimura morgue with the security escort. Notify Dr. Domus and T. Kine upon arrival. Assignment: Sergeant Weller, Officer Blaine, Officer Hutchins, Private Carclins. Authorized by Chief Vincent, PCSI Security. Comments: Gabe, yeah, I know, it's a cricket duty, but I think you'll like this one. I hear a buddy of yours is down on Aegis 7. In a kiddie assignment like this should leave time to meet up. Don't scare the rookie, Alyssa.
In that signal, around the marker itself, the eye of the storm. They can't stay in it for long.
I've seen it. But this pedestal, why there?
It amplifies. The marker's pulse will be felt across the planet. The dead will sleep, and the living will see what can't be forgotten.
Well, they can give me a flamethrower stuff. Audio log.
This is Sergeant Bram Newman. PSEC evacuation report. The shuttle's gone. Took off and then crashed right back down into the bay. Took a whole crowd with it. Must be 100 people dead. We've lost the rest of the shuttles. God help us. There's no way out. Anyone hearing this, do not land. I repeat, do not land on Aegis 7. Fuck the Ishimura. They left us to die.
I think I'm gonna pick up a few healing items. So yeah, I'm gonna sell this. And I'm gonna pick those two items. Future Cup LAPD. I know which one. The one with the robot. The one, the robot could transform into like a hovercraft or anything else. Cultured, well. Not gonna lie, I've been playing video games since 1998. There's a lot of me that have passed, you know, by my eyes, but there's just a lot that I have seen. And I remember it has like a campaign, and it also had like a more like a PvP, but you could go with the PvE. And it got the fucking silly ass voice acting. I live again. Been playing games since the pinball. Hey, pinball games are also good. I do remember there was also pinball games available on PlayStation. They're pretty fun. I still remember. I remember there was a one pinball game PlayStation 1, the Pinball Fantastic Journey, and that was the only pinball game that I had. But there was also the pinball game on Windows XP, and I still love it. I wish I could find it again. Because of me and playing video games, my very first video game that I ever had, it was on my 8th birthday. Lovely. On my 8th birthday was Formula 197. And I still have it. And a matter of fact, I have noticed something. YouTube does not have any playlists or any full seasons of Formula 197. Like, pretty much nobody have done it. And I think I'm gonna seize that opportunity.
Do you miss them, Isaac?
Kelly and team. Yeah.
And your parents?
And I'm gonna do the full championship season of Formula 197.
She believed.
She believed so much it killed her. Is this what she would have wanted?
She did. Would that make this easier?
Maybe it's a good thing I'll never know.
I don't know where the cross is. I don't remember what happened to her. The actual pinball machines 1917s before computers. Yep. Computers were only started booming like 80s, to be honest. With the Macintosh, and then it started going to the 90s. Commander Keen, yeah. That's also a huge piece of history. Yeah, I tried to get into original Mortal Kombat. I couldn't. I got myself into Tekken more than the than to Mortal Kombat. Primal Rage. Something rings a bell, but I can't say for sure. Ooh, I can save over here. Well, don't mind me, I'll definitely do that.
Isaac,
Hit test connection. What's it say?
Power failure detected. Tether generator. Gravity control.
One of the ground side gravity tethers. Maybe a busted power line. I'm on it.
Please hurry. We can't fail now.
How things have changed from back then till now? Quite a bit. Graphically, interest-wise, passion-wise. Video games have a lot of people have noticed that video games have become a lucrative business for, and basically a form of, you know, creating and making money. Sadly, that also brought its own consequences. World has been in a better place. Not for me to say. I was not born at the same time as you, Joopy. I was really not born there, obviously, duh. I'm the kid of the 90s. So I basically survived that transitional moment where basically going on the playing ground was suddenly replaced by a freaking Angry Birds app. And it got replaced like that in a microsecond. Maybe not even in a spam of like 5 years, and all of a sudden the influence of the technology on everybody was sudden, and it was there. Yeah, I took Angry Birds as an example.
Now entering tether control. Cross-contamination field engaged.
In my opinion, mobile games were always the start of a decline because they are mobile games.
Warning, main power interrupted. Tether generators are offline.
It seems I'm gonna have to find 3 cubes. But there goes number 1. To me, Start of the Decline have started in, I dare to say, 2014. It's where the shit started to hit the fan. At least gaming-wise.
Restored to central generator.
I can't really blame just one product for the fault of the entirety.
elevator offline. Notifying maintenance. Power restored to east generator. Power restored to tether generators. Ready for restart. Restarting tether. Now entering zero gravity.
Janet, Isaac. Power is flowing again. Come back to the marker quickly. The excavation site's just up ahead. Make us whole.
Sorry about that. You need to make sure about something.
Exiting zero gravity.
The fact that now explosions from these guys are not pushing me like miles away is actually pretty satisfying. I never liked okay, I'm okay with smartphones. I'm not okay with the Apple smartphones. I'm not okay with a lot of things that Apple does in general. Not a fan. Yeah, Apple doesn't know what repair is. They only know broke stuff, get more money. That's kind of how they function. It's kind of saddening, in my opinion, that it turns out that way. I currently have a Samsung phone, and honestly, I cannot really complain. You know, besides, you have to consider the fact that I'm the type of a guy that likes to lives on the edge, and I'm just waiting for that son of a bitch to explode right into my ear or right in my face. that video actually got debunked so many times. There's no way a phone can just explode like this, because that would mean that the battery was already inflated from the inside. Like, it would, even if an explosion like this would happen, it would be a fault. It would be a battery fault, and that just kind of cannot really happen. I hate doing encounter recovery on anything. It's such a bother. Someone tells me I'm gonna have to go for the... Someone tells me for the final boss fight I'm gonna have to go for the pulse rifle. Which is still not bad. Pulse rifle slaps. Like it really does in this game. Pulse rifle is really good. In comparison to what it was... in comparison to what it was doing in the original Dead Space 1, pulse rifle in this game is a godsend. Yep, pulse rifle it is. Yeah, I have my old Nokia 3100 still functional. Still somewhere over there. I just keep it as a spare, just in case phone. Then again, it might actually not be functional anymore, because current phones are not accepting the old, larger SIM cards. They only accept the smaller ones. Didn't they release the phone quite recently? I think they're still releasing the phone. I have their headset. The headset I currently have on is a Razer Kraken V2. And it's such a great headset. Like, I know that it's like already it has like 5 years old, and I'm supposed to already replace it with something else, but I cannot. I just can't. I just can't, because every single other thing that I'm gonna buy, there's no guarantee that I'm gonna get the same sound quality. There's not really any test on the internet that would show you like a quality of sound change by recording a video or something. They stopped the Razer phone too. That's a shame. I would not even play any games on a Razer phone anyway, because it would not be my thing.
You're almost there, Isaac. Get the marker to the pedestal. Hurry!
Let me guess, I need to find more weak spots. wish that could work. Okay, maybe I need to go this way. Gather for the speakers, huh? Eh? What was that? Okay, that was undeniably weird glitch. Instead of picking up the item, the game have constantly decided to open up the menu. Unfolding screen phones? Never had one. I think that they're basically, from a comedic perspective, I want to say that they're basically an evolution of a flip phone. To me, it really seems that way, that they're basically like an evolution of a flip phone. And not a lot of people are noticing that they're basically returning to the core. I mean, I never had a flip phone, but I couldn't really complain. Hey, that's a text log.
Please, Isaac, the hive mind is coming. You have to make us whole.
But I don't wanna. It felt good to be a single Sigma male. You got the point? I mean, at this point, phone just does so many things by itself. Like, besides phone being a phone, pager, because sending messages, MP3, Walkmans, disc player, all combined into one. Can even serve as a personalized computer if you... Whoa. Can even function as a personal computer if it's so advanced. Okay, yep, switching. Text log. Patient log. Dr. Abernathy, ages 7 clinic, automatic transcript. Dr. Abernathy, I've quarantined the former Dr. Clifton and Hogan. We barricaded in. I intend to keep a complete log, no matter what happens out there. Different vectors of infection seems to be... Someone needs to keep the record. If the marker signal can change the body from a distance, we need to know. Update. The chest of Dr. Clifton's corpse has started to expand like it's taking a deep breath. Something appears to be happening under the surface of the skin. The body is convulsing. There's a yellowish, briny liquid. It's bursting from the mouth. He's choking, but he's... Oh god. I hope it's a gas release. Update. Okay, now there's the esophagus is bulging and the jaw is collapsing. The head, his head is splitting apart. It's reforming. Almost looks like a proboscis with feelers. The chest is splitting along the center now. The chest is splitting and it's stretching, expanding outwards as the internal organs, muscle, bone, and bone are bent inwards. Can I get a scanner, please? No, just the scanner. Thank you. They could do it as an audio recording, honestly. This one could be an audio recording. So the internal organs have reorganized themselves. It's... the structure isn't... There seems to be more central organ now resembling a massive bladder. The bladder is filling with a liquid, some of which can be seen splitting from the creature's proboscis. So the two must be connected. Update. The legs are quivering violently. The flesh is peeling away and merging with the flesh from the chest. Fuck. Sorry. Shit. The leg is just bent backwards and okay. Now the other one just snapped back at the knee as well. It's starting to sit up. It seems fully reanimated. Can we? Hello? Yeah, PSEC. Anyone who's free to euthanize? God, do I have to think for every update? I'm really okay. Let me put it like this before I'm gonna continue. I was suffering earlier from being extremely tired. Now I'm suffering while reading this. The spatter on the glass is making observation difficult. I missed that Dr. Hogan is also transforming, but it's not the... His legs are elongating somehow, flaying themselves, and they are twisting with a mixture of his own internal organs into a single appendage. It's like some sort of tail. His face is contorting, his jaw is clenching and unclenching, it's crunching on itself, and shit. Several jaw-like appendages are emerging from the... Okay, I can imagine this being read by President Obama. Jaw-like appendages are emerging from his mouth, but I can accommodate... Oh shit. I can really hear President Obama reading this. Oh shit, his head is splitting open to like Clifton. I can't sounds of vomiting. This really should be a sound recording. Update. Oh fuck, he's circling the room. It's not like Clifton. It's like he's hunting. Hunting. Does he see me? No. The vents. He's going for the vents. PSEC, is anyone left? Sound of impact, screaming, and organic crunching noise. imagine this part impossible? I would rather not. I probably am going to get this part on impossible eventually. But first I need to know what kind of rules impossible difficulty has. Because I have heard that there's an additional challenge to all of this. Well, definitely less ammo and money.
Thank you, Isaac. I always believed in you.
Nicole.
We're whole again. We are whole.
Emergency. Geo-orbital gravity tethers online. Tectonic load released. Impact imminent. All personnel, evacuate immediately.
Payload. I'll restart the tether. Buy us time.
No.
Rerouting gravity tether controls.
Come on, come on.
And this is where Kendra.
Forget
Yep.
it, Isaac. There's no fixing this.
Let her go, Daniels.
Let who go? Can't you see how delusional you are?
We've got to go. The payload from the planet crack is about to fall.
I gave you a chance to come around, Isaac. But if you still won't see it, I'll help you. One last time.
Rig link override.
This time, watch to the end.
Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything. I just wish I could talk to someone. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening. Strange. Such a little thing. Just had a talk. That's all this research was in the end. Not much, is it? Just telling me to listen when he begged for convergence. But I had a different prayer. It spoke. And then it listened. Make this stop, I said. Maybe it understood, but... I can't return what was taken. Why can't I see you again, Isaac? I loved you. I always loved you.
Why she looks so old?
She's Elizabeth Cross, that scientist from hydroponics. You saw what the market wanted you to see. Jacob Temple for her, and Nicole for you. Jacob. No.
What?
No, she can't be. What the hell did you do?
You did this to yourself.
Now that's a one hell of a
Nicole
plot
been dead
twist
this
there.
whole time. You just couldn't handle it, could you? Because if she's gone, at least now it'll be in safe hands. The marker won't turn anyone else into its puppet. Give me the loader remote.
No. It's over. We're whole again.
For Christ's sake, I'm not going to ask again, Cross.
No! Enough people have died!
Then just do it. I've got nothing left to lose.
Cross!
It's better this way, Isaac. You'll never recover from what the marker's done to you. And when the tectonic will drops, all this will be buried. Just like Earth God wanted.
Warning. Seismic activity increasing. Evacuate to safe location.
Wow. I mean, wow. M. Night Shyamalan could fucking learn from this. M. Night Shyamalan could legitimately learn from this plot twist over here. It was insane. It's insane good.
I can still make it before she leaves.
And the cross, the marker have hypnotized us so much that we thought that we are related. It turns out that, okay, the Nicole dead thing, yeah, sure, but the fact that it's actually Cross because she disappeared earlier and now she reappears, it turns out that she was Nicole. And I mean, okay, let me put it like this: Kendra is actually a voice of reason in this. She has the right. Yes, sure, she works with Erfgov, but she, at this point, she's doing all she can to actually escape. She's the only person that has a sober mind in all of this. Ow. Motive, you crazy son of a bitch. Motive, you please make more games. This, oh my god. I love this game. This is the best remake for Dead Space that we could ever ask for. Holy shit, this game is good.
Last warning, Isaac. I mean it.
I'm pretty much aware what's gonna happen to her. The hive mind is gonna show up and it's gonna kill her.
The hive mind.
Yep.
Grab my hand!
Isaac.
Oh no!
And I think I have missed the last room. I think I have missed the last room with the secret door. Can you fucking die? They kept it. They kept the strats. And they added a new strat, okay. Hey, Ryu. They made this boss fight even better, man. I'm in love with this fight. Yeah, they still kept that one. Sons of bitches. It might be easy, it's still a good boss fight. It's even better now. fix this.
Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I wish I was still telling someone.
Yeah. Yeah, they had to do that. Okay, yeah, fast forward. I'm just gonna skip the credits because, quite honestly, I don't need them. I only have not unlocked the one door with the ID on the chapter 12, and that's probably my own fault. But I can do it on the NG Plus, so don't really care. Hey, Sally. Yeah, Motive have done ridiculously good job. Like, holy shit. I doubt that with a lesser, but if they would have if they would have it under the Activision or Ubisoft, like Motive, like what the fuck? Why don't Motive does the Silent Hill 2 remake? Motive should touch the Silent Hill 2 remake, not the studio that we currently have. But holy shit, this is a great game. Like, I'm definitely gonna do more playthroughs of this. Yay, 50,000 credits, 10 Paranoid, Text Award, Advanced Rig Level 6. New Game Plus, your progress has been saved. You have unlocked the New Game Plus. Yay! I mean, holy cow. This game is fantastic, dude. It was like worth every penny. Also, I forgot about something. I forgot to disable the preview on OBS. This game is worth every penny. Like, not even a question. New Game Plus. So, how the New Game Plus works? It says on easy, but okay. So I can change the difficulty at any point, right? I can just jump into new game and switch it to normal, right? I can just do that. I'm not difficulty locked to different difficulty levels, assuming I'm correct. I mean, starting New Game Plus will carry over weapons, items, credits, and upgrades from your complete save. They can be retrieved from storage of any store you encounter. You can expect to face new enemies and perhaps find new mysteries to uncover. Ooh. Actually, to try it, you know, I'm gonna load from this save anyway. Ooh. Oh. So I can pick a difficulty over here. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. But okay, let's talk a little bit about the Dead Space. What can I really say about Dead Space? This is such a great game. Like, starting from the very beginning, the first thing that you get is the graphics are improved. Let's take the obvious out of the way. Graphics are amazing for a 2023 in the horror video game. This is like the action, like this looks very beautiful. Sure, you have the technical problems of game stuttering every once in a while, But I think if the developers are gonna take a look into the game and they're gonna release a couple patches, it's all gonna get fixed. I really hope it's gonna get fixed because it deserves the smooth gameplay. It's really needed to be in this game. What else can I say? They included the Gunner Wright as a original voice actor of Isaac Clarke, which is great. Isaac actually talks instead of just grunting. We have Kendra, Hammond, and everybody else of the crew who actually plays a little bit bigger role than just being a cannon fodder. For example, the lady that was piloting the ship, sure, she broke her ankle and she couldn't move from the ship, but she at least was there. She was a human being that didn't suddenly got changed into necromorph while stepping inside. Then you have Chen, which apparently Chen was connected to Hammond because they were serving together for a very long time. And then we can see what kind of influence Chen actually had, because, well, Hammond got eventually indoctrinated. The only person that is actually normal and does their own job was Kendra, and we don't even learn a lot about her. And her betrayal, at that point, it's not considered by greed or some secret bullshit that like it was in the original. Her motive is actually that she's working for the Earth government and she wants to prevent bullshit to happen, but we don't know about that. We are thinking that putting the marker back into the Aegis 7, it's gonna just close everything up, which obviously that doesn't happen because you have Dead Space 2 and you have Dead Space 3. The fact that they utilized Temple, they utilized Temple a little bit more. I wish they kind of utilized them differently. And by that, I mean, I genuinely would like to Temple be just as utilized as Cross. Because Cross, Dr. Cross, have actual role in the game besides being a hologram. She actually talks to you, she actually is there with you. In a matter of fact, considering how the game, the turning of the ending of the game have worked, she was with us all that time, and we just didn't know about it because the marker started influencing us so hard. And the amazing plot at the very end that Nicole is actually Cross, and the way that they have, and the videotape that actually unleashes that hallucination from the marker. Wow, like M. Night Shyamalan could honestly just start learning from that. The character of Hammond, I think the Hammond is tiny, a little bit underrated though. Sure, he sacrifices himself. He definitely is slightly better when it comes to his tone, but I think he got slightly underrated in this game. He's not anymore that stronger leader. The moment he gets separated, he just suddenly disappears, and when he shows up again, he gets absolutely indoctrinated. Like he's already showing the signs of indoctrination, like that he's talking with Chen and everything like that. What else can be said? Character of Isaac is kind of weird to me. He acts kind of very, very reckless, especially when it was definitely shown up when he was talking with the Temple and the Mercer. Like he was like he wants to save Temple, and all of a sudden he's like, oh, I don't give a shit. It's kind of weird. Yeah, and Isaac isn't actually an engineer. Yeah, but the thing is that he knows stuff instead of everybody else is because he has an actual voice acting. You know, voice acting can actually do a lot of good things for the character, and in this case, it's actually shown up. It's absolutely amazing in my opinion. How just this change make the character more alive. Also, the fact that they show up the text logs with like the background readings of Isaac and Kendra and Hammond. Like for example, we finally know what, besides the motivation, like what motivates Isaac to hate unitology in Dead Space 2 and 3. Besides the obvious things, there is a background story in which basically Isaac's mother got out of the Church of the Unitology, but for some reason she killed herself and his father, and Unitologists just harvested their bodies and just refused to give them back. And Isaac has like a legitimate reason to not like Unitologists. The Dr. Kyne have changed a little bit. I would say. Don't really know what to think about it. Like, he is still the same indoctrinated loon. He's still the same guy. He's still that indoctrinated, you know. He's definitely a little bit more tame, more neutral than his Dead Space 1 counterpart. In Dead Space 1, Dr. Kyne was highly emotional, highly distressed, and the only time when he was talking like a relative calmly was when he was mentioning Amelia. In here, Dr. Kyne just constantly mentions Amelia, and he acts like she exists even though she doesn't. Which is, again, the same as in Dead Space 1, but they try to improve it. I don't know what to think about Kyne. Mercer looks like fucking Russell Crowe. At one point, he was looking so much like Russell Crowe. I really thought that he's gonna approach Isaac and he's gonna say that he's Maximus Decimus Meridius. Like, seriously, I really thought that at certain point he's gonna just face Isaac and he's just gonna quote the Gladiator. A lot of characters in this game that are looking way different, but that's normal, you know. It's a remake. You have to shape the characters differently because technology goes forward. The graphical capabilities are different, so they can experiment with more. But yeah, Mercer have changed from the religious lunatic to an absolute religious sociopath, which I really don't know what is worse, being a religious lunatic and getting yourself transformed into an alien that get killed in 5 seconds, or being an absolute sociopath but also having that religious background. I mean, in my opinion, Mercer should die differently. He still got squished over here by the tentacle, but there's nothing else for him. Like, in my opinion, he should be considered as a separate, like a mini boss fight when you fight him and then you kill him. Like, don't necessarily change him into Regenerator Mark II because we already have it, and we all, actually, when it comes to Regenerator, we finally freaking know who is the Regenerator. We finally have the guy. We finally have the guy. The name of the guy is Harris, and he got basically also indoctrinated by the marker, but he got influenced even more by Mercer. We finally know who the hell the Regenerator actually is, and it's absolutely amazing that they give Regenerator some background story. We know that we are not just killing a monster, we're actually killing a human being that got indoctrinated and basically absolutely mutilated and changed. And like, the character development, adding the more background, so more development to the characters was such a great move, and it did it in such a great fashion. Like, oh my god, a horror game that actually has a story backbone. Love it, absolutely love it. What else there is from gameplay? Well, gameplay is pretty much like the same like in previous games. I mean, Dead Space 2 and 3. Only in Dead Space 2, you can grab the weapons. The weapons are highly upgradable. You can upgrade them even more than you could before. Actually, hold on, let me check something. Oh, the last one is containing 3 notes, whatever. Anyway, what I want to say is that the weapons are the customization weapons. They are just as well as original, but they're improved upon because now every single weapon has at least 2 special forms of attack. For example, in my case, I don't know about every single other weapon, but Plasma Cutter has damage over time effect, and also it has the smashing can actually do more damage to the enemy, so that's like 2. I don't remember the third one, what it does, but Pulse has the aerial effect of the grenade, fire rate, and also magazine capacity. Like, Jesus Christ, like, it's so good. And the text logs, I believe the text log basically got copied from the first game to the second one. The video logs are pretty much also the same, only involve new actors. The lore, the exposure of the lore, how it's all shown, the boss fights are amazing. Did you do? Yeah, I did all the side quests that were possible to do in this game. The fact that they added side quests to the game, the fact that they added the goddamn side quests in a horror game is just, that actually blows my mind a little bit, because you don't see that a lot in the horror games. where you have side quests. Even if you have a side quest, it would be an unmarked thing. Like for example, in Silent Hill 1, when you go to the what was the name of that place? Was it the Roadrunners, or was it some kind of a different location? Either way, there's a lot of things in Silent Hill 1 that are not even marked as a quest, like picking up the red liquid, Elagophagus, and sprouting it out on Sybil during the fight at the amusement park. Like, even if you see side quests like this that can involve the ending of the game, they're not even shown. Here you have them shown, but the fact that you actually see them is actually pretty amazing. Yes, the ship is actually not... It doesn't feel like the ship is ginormous anymore. I definitely feel like the ship is definitely more compact. It's definitely connected. And they utilize the elevators and tram as a loading screens for everything that is like happening on the ship, which is, again, it is probably one of the best ways to basically replace the loading screens. And the chapters, the chapters, you don't get to the tram to get to a different chapter. You utilize tram as a form of transportation, while the chapters are smoothly progressing after you complete the main objective of that chapter. And, you know, just the fact that the ship is also connected, because, for example, you can go from mining, use the elevator, to the hydroponics. Then you have engineering and mining deck on the same level, which makes the ship much smaller. But then, on the other hand, for some reason, it also makes the ship kind of feel even bigger. Because, when I played Dead Space 1, the original, no matter how long, it always takes me 2 days to beat, right? This game took me 3 days, including the chapter 10. This game took me 3 days to beat. Somehow they managed the game that is exact copy, one by one. They managed to make it bigger, while also not killing the player with constant tram transportations and connecting everything together. Like, it was all so well thought. Like they sit in front of the desk and they actually put a goddamn effort into this, and I love this. The side quests are great. The fact that we can unlock a lot of lore while also doing side quests on at the same time is also freaking brilliant. This game is a freaking treat. This game is an absolute freaking treat. The enemies, sure, you got the same enemies like you did in you have pretty much the same enemies like you did in the original Dead Space. There's no additions, but let's be honest. The regular necromorphs. Okay, so you have the regular necromorphs, the naked ones, the engineering ones, the dressed ones, and then you have the armored ones. The first two that I mentioned have no difference whatsoever. The armored ones, on the other hand, you actually have to force yourself to use the stasis, or simply have a good aim to aim for their arms, because otherwise you are not going to kill them. They return the dark necromorphs as well. There's not as many of them here, but they definitely have a return, and they are pretty damn good. Spitters have came back. The Fatty McFattersons, the big pregnant dudes, or pregos, if you will, they have also returned. But every necromorph is good. Like, they are good. They have been remade, but they've been remade in a very, very good way. Like, honestly, even the most annoying enemy in the game, which would be the little, you know, the chicken nuggets, as I could call it, the little worms that are climbing on you and they're dealing the acid damage. Even these enemies are better, because they are now easier to defeat. Now we just can, like, you know, shove them off the armor and that's it. They're dying. Even the freaking I don't remember the names of the enemies. Like, seriously, I don't remember. Never ask me for the lore name of the enemies. Even the enemy that's like the compilation of the bodies, those are even better. Though I noticed that they are more difficult to kill in this game. And the bosses. What kind of boss fights we have? We have Leviathan twice, but I'm actually glad that we have Leviathan twice, because after you defeat the Leviathan in the food storage, he dies, and then you have a second monster of similar structure that is on the satellite array. The thing is, in Dead Space 1, you think you kill Leviathan and that's it. in this game, in the Dead Space remake, they basically said, okay, Leviathan has been destroyed, but he decided to just detach himself. Now he went for the satellite array, and now he's just sitting there. And the fact that you can actually use the cannons to defeat him, just like in Dead Space 1, is good, but the ADS is actually slightly better, and the boss fight, the second fight with the Leviathan, is absolutely freaking amazing. I love it. I love that fight. Like, it was actually something that was quite intimidating, especially with the cannons just suddenly being taken down, and you have to use your own guns to actually defeat the dude. The fact that the tentacles right now are not destructible, that you have to avoid them more rather than fighting them. The fact that tentacles have a return, that's something that obviously that would come back eventually. The thing is, they did the tentacles a lot better this time, because in the original Dead Space 1, when you got grabbed by the tentacle, right, you got dragged along, and your weapon, whatever you had, it was swirling around like a stupid fucking thing, and you almost never could get a good aim. In this game, it is actually it is much better. The aim is more stable. Like, you have actual time to aim and shoot a couple of times at the enemy itself. So it is not really, like, it's definitely got improved. Every single thing that was kind of bad or annoying in this game got quite improved. The side objectives, like on the USN Valor, the shooting range got absolutely overhauled, and basically what you have right now is that USN Valor, the shooting range, you get inside, you activate the shooting range, you think you have to simply run around the range and simply shoot the red targets. The thing is that the entire thing malfunctions, and the entire thing malfunctions, and basically you have to survive for your life, while also at the same time trying to destroy all the red targets that are around you. And the more points you get, the more you're gonna unlock. And I think this is absolutely amazing, like how they did the shooting range. And there's also the 0G ball, like I don't know, how's it really called? Don't remember. Z ball, whatever. That was actually they copied that from the original Dead Space 1. It's got the same rules. It's basically grab the ball, throw it several hundred times, and that's it. Sorry about that. I thought somebody wants something from me. What else there's to say about this game? I don't really know. I don't even have to shoot the targets. Well, I tried anyway. I tried to shoot at all the targets that I could. I even got almost 1,000 points during the shooting range. What else can I say about this game? Is there anything else? I already talked about the zero ball. The Guardians actually are a little bit improved, because now their tentacles have weak spots, and you can just aim for the weak spots. The entire game is amazing. Like, quite frankly, now that I played the game fully from the beginning till the end, and I unlocked every single side quest, and almost zero-G flying, yes, but that's not much of an improvement in comparison to Dead Space 2. When comparing to Dead Space 1, the zero-G flying, comparison Dead Space 1 and Remake. In original Dead Space 1, you actually had to use the fucking laws of physics, the Newton laws of physics, to break the zero-G. You had to actually propose yourself through the power of your own muscles to get to the target. In Dead Space Remake, you actually have a free range of movement, because your suit is already equipped with a little propulsion rockets on the parts of the suit. So you are pretty much set over there. And I believe that having the free control over the zero-G is good, but I also believe that the zero-G could be just slightly bit faster. Like, if there was an option for a suit to improve the flight speed during zero-G, I would definitely buy it, because I believe the flight speed in zero-G is a little bit sluggish, to say the least. It's a little bit sluggish. Nothing to have a really major. It's not really a major complaint to me. It is actually pretty good. dark in terms of lighting. In a lot of situations, you actually have to pick up right. There's a lot of situations in Dead Space 1 in which you actually have to pick up. If you want to have an air support or lights or anything else, you have to disable one thing, which is going to guarantee you an ambush for basically for the sake of progression. Like for example, there was an option of switching the junction, so you can open the door but you turn off the lights. If you turn off the lights, the necros are going to show up. And basically, you know, the manipulation of the area, so you can actually know what you need to pick, is so much better. It's so much better than just, hey, go over there, punch the thing, or use the node to unlock the door. That's actually one thing that I don't know what to think about it. I appreciate the fact that they gave us the master door unlockables, right? I really do appreciate that you have to actually get the rigs to be able to open all the locked doors from before instead of having nodes. But then again, the nodes were being such a different thing, because in original Dead Space 1 you have to actually figure out, do I want to door with supplies or do I want to upgrade my armor? Here, once you have a node, it's pretty much guaranteed, yes, I'm spending on the weapon or armor. And the other things are basically unlocked behind like a door that you can revisit later in the game. How you don't need the power nodes to lock the doors now. Yeah, it's kind of sad. I kind of miss that. I really kind of miss that. I really would love to see at least one door as a reference that needs to use the power node to be unlocked. I would love that. I mean, sure, the ID locked doors are fine with me as well. I cannot really complain. But it's just a single one thing. It's not really a complaint even from my side. I don't really consider that to be a complaint. It's a basic system that they have replaced, and they did a good job about it. There's not much. I don't think there's much really to say about the game. Let me think for a second. Graphics said, gameplay said, the visuals that you can dismember the necromorphs and you actually can see the flesh just ripping off. It just it just makes me so giddy because I love it in a horror situation. Worst part? I think for me the worst part, there were actually two parts that were not really something that I liked. But it was mostly because on one side there was this, okay, when you go to hydroponics, right, you have to kill the Weezers, which is a fucking amazing name. You have to kill the Weezers, the Marlboro advertisers, the ones that are intoxicating the air, right? And the thing is, there's the Weezer number 6. To get to the Weezer number 6, you need to find the cube. But the thing is, the game always points you at the junction, at the outlet, at the wall that requires the cube. You don't really see that cube unless you really pay attention to the broken glass in the hydroponics area. I went through the entire zone. I killed every single Weezer until I was stuck up at number 6, and it actually took me like, I think at least 20 minutes to find that stupid cube and plug it in. The other thing that actually made my head scratch, and it's actually me fault over here, that satellite array puzzle. The satellite array puzzle made me scratch my head a little bit because, well, I'm not really the best at the puzzles, and when I don't get the solution to the puzzle, I'm getting angry, and on one side that can actually get me motivated, but on the other side it's actually, I was stuck with that one puzzle for like 20-30 minutes. I solved it eventually by myself, didn't need a guide, but I was so initially confused by that puzzle, the satellite array, because I thought that it's only one power source, that you simply have to navigate the power for like one line. Hold up, let me Let me give you a shout out, Crunch. I'm not an overlord, I'm just a man. What are you playing? Crisis Warhead. Yeah, I need to watch that more. Anyway, the puzzle with the satellite, it's not really bad. Once you learn the solution, it's fine, because you just need to remember that the power goes from two ends of the thing and you have to guide it to the middle. And then you have the boss fight, the second Leviathan boss, which I mentioned, yeah. But yeah, it's, hey Squid, it's great. I love this game. This is honestly, like I said before, this is a Resident Evil 1 remake for the Dead Space, in the Dead Space universe. Like, Resident Evil has its own best remake of all time, which is Resident Evil 1 from 2004, the one that was originally released on GameCube. And now you have this 2023 Dead Space remake. If there's gonna be ever like a Game of the Year award when it comes to the best horror game, so far, this takes the cake. Like, at this point, the only game that can remotely participate with this thing would be Resident Evil 4 Remake, which, by the way, I have Resident Evil 4 Remake. I pre-ordered the Resident Evil 4 Remake because we have launched the donation goal for it, and we have reached that goal, and I'm a man of my word. If we reach the goal, I do the thing. We reached the goal. I played the Mothership Zeta DLC while we were also playing Fallout 3, and I have pre-ordered the Resident Evil 4. And honestly, like I said, Resident Evil 4 is gonna wait 1 month after the release. Why? There is a good reason for that. I am still a small channel, despite the fact that I'm streaming for this for 3 years. I'm still a small channel, right? Thing is, if I'm gonna start streaming Resident Evil 4 at the same day as it's gonna get released, my channel is gonna get absolutely fucking buried under the other channels of larger amount. Like, people, like, my channel is gonna get absolutely fucking unnoticed in the swoop of the channels that gonna have 5k viewers, 10k viewers, 2,000 viewers. I believe that even people who are gonna have 500 viewers per stream, even they are gonna get a very bad time, because they're not gonna be on the front page of Resident Evil 4 Remake. They're gonna be on the second page or somewhere down below. Like, imagine being yourself, being a small streamer and trying to stream a fresh game that everybody wants to play. It's like Elden Ring. It's the same thing with the Elden Ring. Basically, the more Elden Ring have released, only the people that have a high viewer count, or only they have gained something from it. People like me are not gonna gain anything from streaming the freshly released game 1 week after. I have to really wait that 1 month so I have an actual chance of getting some kind of form of exposure. That's basically my strategy. Because if I'm gonna go for basically playing the game fresh on release, the only thing that would like give me any sort of form of exposure is if I would get lucky, because there's no really realistic way. There's no real realistic way, and I really want my channel to grow. I really want to basically get as many people as possible, have a lot of conversations with people if possible. Of course, it all depends on me and my own mental state, which can be spotty, because I know myself. I have mood swings. Having that sweet case of bipolar disorder can do that to the streamer and to the people. But yeah, I think we have sidetracked from the topic. I think that Dead Space Remake is, as of currently, not only the best remake. I mean, not the best remake, the best. It's definitely the best Dead Space game. But in my opinion, overall, I think it's worth $60. or 60 euros, or if you are in my country, 230 of Polish money, PLN. It's absolutely 100% worth it, because it's an absolute total overhaul of the video game. And we already had a conversation about the remakes, I think yesterday or 2 days ago. And if the remake only implements changes of graphics, but without changes in like voice acting, gameplay, then that remake is only worth $15. But if you're remaking the entire game from the beginning, like it happened here with the Dead Space, the price is worth it. Like, it's actually worth it. Like, I'm surprised. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, because this game is not made by Electronic Arts. I know I said before that, hey, all hail Electronic Arts for making... Fuck them, okay? The actual developers, which of course the name I now have forgotten, because my memory is that great. Can somebody remind me the name of the developer of this game? Because I totally forgot. Anyway, the developers of the game, they earned themselves a raise. Motive, thank you very much. Motive, they've earned themselves a raise for that one. In my opinion, they should be the only studio that right now touches anything Dead Space wise or single player wise. Like, who? Motive, please don't get closed by Electronic Arts. Just don't get closed by them. Just don't. EA, don't close them up. Don't do the same thing with the Visceral games. Just don't do that to them. Just allow Motive to create more, because you have talent there. You have the people that know their shit and they know what they do. Like, okay, let me put it like this. I have not played Callisto Protocol. Callisto Protocol was made by the same guys that have developed the original Dead Space game. How the hell the people who have created Dead Space game, they did such a worse job. Like they did such an awful job with the Callisto Protocol, while the people that probably have like no connection to Dead Space, they took the game, they look at the game, and they improved it so much more. Like, at this point, honestly, I was like, hey, let's give Callisto Protocol a chance. At this point, I don't even have a Callisto Protocol on my wish list on Steam. It will make a lot of money if Motive do what they do. Yes, but the thing is, EA actually needs to understand, and I think they slowly do, that single-player games are good, because EA Games had this awful mentality of single-player games bad. They really had that mentality. They even said it officially several years back, that single-player games are gonna die soon, and it's only gonna be the multiplayer that's gonna thrive. And the thing is, because of that philosophy, which it seems to have changed, they basically, you know, put the entire force, the entire thing, the merging, you know, they started releasing the FIFAs, the NFLs, all those games together, and, you know, of course, microtransactions, loot boxes have also came along with it. But the more of those games are boring, because getting every single year a new game that does not bring anything good to the table, it's just a microtransaction freaking bait. It's obvious that people have started to stop being interested in those games. Because of this game, it would change their mind. I don't know if they will change their mind. We also have to consider the fact that they still have the same CEO as before. It was the CEO that said that single-player games have no future in the video gaming industry, which is not true, because we all know that single-player games are needed to be there. It's like books. You need to have a book. You can watch a movie, but you better be sure that the book is still gonna be there. It's the same form of entertainment, you know. You can create a lot of freaking action movies, but there's always gonna be a room for good comedy, for good drama, for good psychological horror. There's always gonna be a room for one type of genre, and it's the same with the video games. You can make multiplayer games or online games only if that's your shtick, but you gonna have to move eventually to the single player. I can only hope that this mentality of producing single player games that are actually high and good quality, it's not gonna disappear all of a sudden, because I don't really want that to disappear. I want more of this, not necessarily as in Remake, but because we had like the wave of remakes for the last 2, 3, 5 years was absolutely big, like starting with Resident Evil 2 remake. Once that's reached a humongous success, everybody else have took an eye on it and they try to replicate. But yeah, what else? What is gonna say? I hope that they actually turn their head. They're gonna be like, yeah, let's release a single player game of high quality every 1 year or 2, because we need it. We need this. This is a high quality product. It is worth every penny, and it's basically it actually makes me, every single time when I'm gonna see something by Electronic Arts, I will want to see Motive being a developer, because if I'm gonna see Motive as a developer, it's gonna at least raise my hopes up. It's not gonna make me look like, oh, okay, EA game, I guess it's another Anthem coming through, which Anthem was a poor attempt at creating fucking Destiny, which is a game that I did not play myself, but it was a very poor attempt. But yeah, final words, fucking get this game. Do it. Do it, Doc. Get yourself a Dead Space remake. Sit down in a dark room, headphones on, and just, I don't know, if you're scared, just shit yourself. But if you're enjoying the horror, just enjoy it, because there's a lot to enjoy. Oh boy, I think I talked enough. Like I said, today's stream would be shorter anyway, because I did not sleep a lot. I'm basically awake since 8 a.m. and the moment I have came back home, I have like only like maybe 10-15 minutes to eat something, and then back to the stream. I'm exhausted. I am tired. I am actually tired, and I'm probably, after this, my batteries are gonna go to fucking 0 and just gonna take a nap. But let me put it like this: tomorrow I'm gonna continue with Dead Space. I'm gonna do the New Game Plus playthrough on normal difficulty, because I want to do this game on normal difficulty and hard difficulty as well. And after that, I might do the impossible difficulty. We're gonna see how it's gonna get. But yeah, I'm just gonna exit the game. Love Dead Space. If you cannot afford it at the full price, obviously get yourself a get on this. Yeah, Friday.
Today is Friday.
It is.
In California. Huh? True.
Yep. I can disable that now. I'm not gonna need it for the next until the next Friday. Let's see if there's anybody online who I can raid. Because, like I said, today I am pretty much tired. I'm just, ugh. My batteries are going down, dude. Like, honestly. New Prime loot, don't care. Who I can raid today? Set up the RGB light? No, I cannot. I'm not setting up the RGB. RGB are just a pointless waste of fucking energy and electricity. Those things are pointless. I think it's good enough that I have like the lamp over here in front, but I'm not even using it because it's still bright outside and I can still see myself pretty well through with the camera and everything like that. I can still see myself pretty well, so I'm just deciding not to turn it right now. I should write a Steam review. I could word it in. I mean, actually, let's take a look at the Steam reviews. Why don't we do that? Dead Space. I would like to see loading reviews. Actually, hold up. Can I get the display capture? Device innovate bollocks. There we go. I could go like this. Okay, let's see. Thank you, EA, for not doing your thing this time. I'm glad it's not on Origin. Everybody is glad that it's not on fucking Origin. Nobody wants Origin. Fuck Origin. I have such an awful experience with Origin because I used to have a lot of games from Need for Speed, like a lot of the better Need for Speed games, all the entire Mass Effect trilogy on Origin, and it just went fucking off. It's gone. It's gone. I'm never gonna find it. You're gonna go crypto? Okay. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Hope you have a good rest of the day. Sum up, in-depth analysis for the down. For 2008 review. Original Dead Space 2008. Well... Jesus, this guy went all fucking on board, man. See ya, Crypto. Made Isaac whole again. Yep. Graphics, beautiful, good. You forget what reality is. Some people are making weird reviews. It seems. Products received for free. Bollocks. Anyway, guys. Yeah, this is where I'm gonna end. I'm actually tired. One more time, let's see who I could raid. I'm actually tired. I want to take an earlier break, but we're gonna stream for full 7 hours tomorrow, so don't worry about that. I'm gonna raid Captain Squirrel. He started the stream like 2 hours ago, but I want to be a good guy and I want to raid him. I'm gonna have to copy his nickname. Because he has the underscores and the capitals and the capital letters and whatnot. He's currently playing Fallout 4. So yeah. Alright. Alright guys, thank you guys very much for watching me today. It is appreciated. Now from informational stuff, links, YouTube, Discord, Twitter, donations, whatever you guys need is down below in the panels. For people on the chat, it's gonna be Discord. That's for people on the chat. But like I said, panels and video description. It's gonna be other ways for it to get in, like informational stuff. If you enjoyed, follow the channel. If you watch this on YouTube, subscribe, ring the bell, stop by, all that stuff. Support me on Twitch with subscriptions, Prime or regular, for ad viewing some nice looking emotes. There's also optional bits for more unique emotes. And yeah, I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna do the Dead Space remake normal playthrough on NG+. Thank you guys very much for watching me today, and I'll be back tomorrow. I'm repeating myself, but anyway, thank you guys very much. I appreciate you all being here. Have a good one. Bye.